Before they run down the hill at Clemson, they touch Howard's rock. Only if they're ready to go, because if they're not, as Frank Howard himself said, keep your stinking hands off my rock. Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina, home to the Tigers. We've got a top 25 matchup on hand. Two of the premier teams in the land looking to make a statement that will resonate. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the 19th ranked team in the land, the Clemson Tigers. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. Clemson will kick off to get us underway. He'll bring it out. It's Hamilton. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. This crowd bringing an ear-splitting welcome to their visitors. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Into double coverage, and he picked it off. Takes it the other way. At the 20. Touchdown, Tigers. What a great play by the defense and paying it off with the interception return.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
And the extra point is good. They're about to kick it away, and the defense probably can't wait to get back out there after the pick 6. Coming out with it, it's Hamilton. Delivers to contact. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick 6, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick 6 and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do, because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
From the gun to give, looking for room. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And the running back didn't get much there. Nice job by the defense. You can tell they're focused in on this running back, on this run game, being physical, getting knockbacks, and limiting his carries.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. It's complete. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like, we can just keep going on guy after guy after guy that they had that wore that uniform that was a big-time elite playmaker on the outside.
And this is good news for the offense here because they've got their Heisman-caliber receiver in a bit of a groove. Back-to-back catches. The defense has no answer for him. I would keep force-feeding him the football because he's catching fire right now.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Young. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. Made it harder on themselves on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 9. They'll move the running back to try to force the defense to adjust. Touchdown, Alabama! And they made it to the house when they found that 6 points waiting on them. Getting set for the point after. Splits those uprights right in half. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Offense getting set for first down. Power football with the run. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove just how good they are.
Oh, man, make that statement. Make that early statement. We always look at the end of the season, and what does the committee say? Oh, they beat top 25 so-and-so. Here's your chance to put that on your resume that'll pay off big time and late in the season.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Snags it inside the 20. Touchdown, Clemson. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. Doesn't matter where he lines up, they find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Hamilton. He stopped at the 23, a couple yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that sideline. What sort of changes were they able to make, because they got to stop the bleeding right now.
Big play to start this drive, and they're already out at the 48. It's first down. Didn't have much of a choice there but to get rid of it. Second and 10 here. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Grabs it in the middle. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. Every good quarterback is first a game manager. At Alabama, that used to be sort of a label of derision, but now they're not only that, they're playmakers.
Yeah, and it's with the...
And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. Bringing it back. He'll go out of bounds, but he gets the ball back, takes it the other way, and he has created a great sudden change opportunity. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. And David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive. And he holds it in, and nobody's close. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Tigers.
Well, the quarterback does a great job with his decision-making. He found the matchup he wanted, one-on-one. His tight end's able to stretch the field. He makes the catch, and he does the rest of the work himself, running it into the end zone.
The kickoff team on the field, he ought to just boom this thing through the end zone with that extra 15 yards on the penalty. No chance for a return as that... plays out of the back of the end zone. The offense lining up for a first down play. Use the play fake, now to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Finds space on the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
They finally make the stop, but the big run is plenty to move those sticks for the first down.
Really nice run there. Now, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They have always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. He's looking to throw. Feeling some heat. Starting to feel a little pressure. Lets it fly. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
And that is the first passing touchdown, first of many of the season for this offense. Nice drive by the offense. Way to finish it, take care of the football, make some plays in the passing game. This offense looks like they're going to be a really hard one to stop.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Leaves it with the back. And he's able to pick up a few yards as we reach the end of the first quarter.
That's the end of the first quarter. Clemson, 21, 14.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. The back goes in motion. Keeps the legs moving. And how about that interior defense stuffing the run for nothing? This is where you make the money on the drive. Ball at the 30, it's 3rd and short. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires a bullet, now it's picked off. Got room on the return. And it's going to be a pick 6. Touchdown Tide. This time it's the defense finding ways to put points on the board.
There is nothing better than being a defender, seeing that ball in the end zone. Your eyes get big as saucers. Go, jump on that puppy, secure it, get you a touchdown.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do have it, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
He's got a yard out to the 30-yard line.
Runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. Fires it down the seam. Oh, and it's picked off. Threw it right into the teeth of double coverage. Taking it the other way. And a big return after the INT sets up the offense for this possession.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
The inside handoff. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. Just on the edge of the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 21. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. You want to talk about building a drive around a guy, first on the ground and now using him in the passing game.
And you get so much bang for your buck because you can split him out wide. You can fake it to him and throw it. This is the guy that really stretches the field and makes you decide how you want to defend him. A linebacker, a safety, whatever it is, it's usually not good enough when he's receiving the ball out of the backfield.
This is an offense that really sees their identity as being able to run the football. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Wide receiver now comes in motion. They'll use the running game on 1st and goal. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
In that 2nd down play, the defense, I think, was expecting a pass. And you saw them come firing upfield. They use their speed. They use their athleticism. They win the one-on-ones, and they get a big-time sack.
On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage, so everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
It's good. And with that field goal, they now have the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. NC State is currently trailing in this one, but it feels like the tide may be turning. This Pac team has picked itself up before, and they are capable of it again today. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Florida. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we have ourselves a ball game, and they have a chance to take the lead here before the half. After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
That's one of those plays where you're going, man, he probably could have made that. The defense wasn't great on the play, but guess what? It goes down as an incompletion. Those are one of those bullets that you got to dodge throughout a game to get the win, to limit those big plays.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Release to the back. Gets open down the middle. And he was loose and not stopped until he gets to the 47-yard line.
And what a massive play for the offense. Not only getting the football across the 50, but they've now put themselves in position to steal a few more points here before the half.
Here comes Clemson with another 1st down. They'll go with a direct snap. Just a solid stop by this sophomore.
Yeah, a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. He's looking to throw. Wiggles free. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain. Got to get to the line quickly for this 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. They're working that left side. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
This running back is a weapon. Not only is he going to hurt you in the run game, but they're going to throw it to him, and they're going to throw it to him on first down, second down, and third down, as you saw right there.
Going up top on first down. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. On second down, he's looking downfield. Got a man, it's Moore. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give him a first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback checking the play. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll make some adjustments. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. Motion from the offense. Touch pass on the jet sweep. Smashes through.
And these little touch passes, man, they're just the easiest completions ever for quarterbacks. Palmer, I bet you would have loved being able to just flip it forward. That counts as to your completion percentage, which is good. And then it's all run after the catch, so pretty easy for a QB.
You wouldn't have been the only All-American in this booth, David, if I were allowed to have push passes when I was playing quarterback. I'll tell you that. It is so hard to defend. It's so hard to seal that.
To the end zone, and it's picked off. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
And that's just excellent coverage. Man, cover one, nowhere to throw the football. Look at everybody playing man across the board, and you still got the safety in the middle of the field. Nobody open, and if I'm the QB, man, I don't need to force it. I don't force it into tight windows if it's not there. He throws it, unfortunately, gets the interception. Bad decision by the QB there.
They're trying to get to it. Catch in the middle, it's Wilson. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires left. Pulls it in. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
It is so good for an offense early in the game to get in a rhythm and to start stringing first downs together. It makes the game really easy and puts that defense in a situation where they're starting to get tired. They want to sub. They want to get other guys in the field. Stringing first downs together like this makes it hard to defend.
Field goal is good. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
27, Clemson, 21.
Alabama ready to put a boot to it to start the second half. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Tight game as we start the third quarter, and we'll see what type of adjustments they made at halftime.
And getting the ball first here, I think, is such a big deal. Like, I get the first chance to make a statement, to make the adjustments, to create some momentum for my squad right here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I think it's so important for this offense to set the tone here early in the second half, to get a nice drive going, build that confidence, and get your defense ready to come on out, get a stop, and change the complexity of this game.
On second down, they'll take to the air. Nothing doing downfield. He'll cut his losses and throw it away. It'll be third down. They line up with some serious work to do if they want to convert this one. On third and long, try to convert through the air. He slings it deep to the left. Another incompletion on third down. So Clemson is lining up to punt this one away. Finally sending out a punter in this one. Got to make sure they earn their letter. He'll bring it back. It's Hamilton. Tries to find a little more running room on that return, but he'll be stopped at the 36. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. If you kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They'll run play action. Unleashes one deep. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge game if he could have held on.
Perfect timing. Got there right when the ball got there. Didn't get there a little bit early. Saving the touchdown. Nice timing by that defender.
Decibels rising as the crowd gets behind this defense on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Makes the grab well past the sticks. And this junior quarterback shows you why the scouts love that big arm of his. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Lost one on that last one. It's 2nd and 11. He's looking to throw. Going for it all. And it's caught inside the 25. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. This Alabama offense is clicking. They're set up with another first down. He's looking to throw it. Gets it out fast. He's brought down. Solid pickup, but a little bit short of the first down.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Good quickness to grab it off the deflection. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it 1st and goal at the 6. This crowd knows they have to bring it in big moments, and one of those has arrived. He'll keep it himself. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Bama! The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
Fair catch called for and made. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
He's going to let one fly down the middle. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up. The Tigers want to move quickly. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They're going to keep this drive going. They'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. On 4th down, going to the air. Finds his man and they convert. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Trying to find his man on 1st down. Stands in and takes the hit. Hits him in stride inside the 10. And a pickup of better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job that...